And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On the ground with their leading rusher from a season ago, it's Alex Collins. There goes Alex Collins. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. A big run there by Collins. 62 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And they'll run it here. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Corey Grant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Second down, here's Henry. He finds some open field here. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway. First down.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Mariota. Throw left side complete. That's right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Mariota gives to Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd down, Mariota. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it 4th down. To it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
And the Ravens taking the field. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Leopard! Leopard! Go! 39!
They go play action here on 1st down. And this is incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, he's got a couple more downs to play with.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long, rolling to his right. And Robinson with a big catch. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jackson now off the bootleg. Steps away to his left. His throw caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
Detroit! Detroit!
They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Corey Grant with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Carolina getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And now he'll tuck it in. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. 2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. And what a way to take over as they've got it with a 1st and goal. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
He's going to get it running right. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
On 3rd down, it's Grant, and he is out of bounds here. His defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. Trying to punch it in with Collins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Alex Collins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker now for the extra point. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTA.
Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Looking right. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Mariota. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. A first down carry for Henry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. To throw is Mariota.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 2nd down, Collins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run forward with Collins. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to spread out targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Mariota dancing to his left. Stays on his feet. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Julius Peppers. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Jackson now. Wide open receiver complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone. Leopard, punt.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. This is taken at his 4. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a foot race. The 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Corey Grant, 89 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside
Here we
later.
go now. 319. 319.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Corey Grant with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. He told us he was going to hit the end zone a couple times in this game. I just don't know that he envisioned doing it in the first quarter.
He probably did. I'm not sure we did,
yeah.
right? Because all the great ones, that's what they do. They dream about it, right? They think about it. They envision it. They think it's going to happen and almost will themselves into it. I just look at what he's done so far and just wonder what's left to come. Let's sit back and enjoy this one.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Well, partner, this is where I need the color commentator. I'm not sure what to say about that one.
Yeah, you and me both, my man. Let's just let that one go and move on.
Deal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got room. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Corey Grant doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Mario, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Third and long here for Mario. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Mariota to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page. You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Blue 18. Watch the screen.
Mariota now. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they'll go on the ground. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Let's go. Blue line.
They go play action now. Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him a gain of 38.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A first carry now for Alex Collins. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Watch him now, Barney.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. Play action. Now Jackson on the move to his left. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. It's the Chiefs out to an early lead over the Broncos. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Mariota now to throw on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mariota hands to Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help. Mariota
buying time to his left. And caught left side, Olsen. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it's a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down. Right back to him on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now they try the right side here. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now Jackson on first down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. K'Wan Short able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants.
Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. 2 minutes to go here in the first half.
Let's go.
Back with more from Charlotte after this. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. The Panthers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Throwing, Mariota. So stuffed from the 2, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Marcus Mariota, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Gano out to kick this one away. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
That one 28 yards on the ground. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Jackson. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
Throwing again. Jackson. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Dante Moncrief in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Flacco looking for his first toss. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They go play action here on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Passing play, Flacco. That is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And again, it's Flacco to throw. And that's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Everson Griffin in there to get him for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Mariota. And an alley to run. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing is Mariota. And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Whoosh! So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Flacco off play action. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. This is taken around the 12. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Terrell Suggs in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Mariota being chased out left. And some room to roam now. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Mariota forced out to his left. Airing it out for Olsen. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run by Collins. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Ravens on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On 3rd down, it's Grant. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On third down, that's Grant. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one go.
Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Room to run inside the 40. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Corey Grant, 55 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And onto the field here come the Panthers. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
We got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
To throw, Mariota. Steps away to his left. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The things got a little dicey there as soon as he exited the pocket out to the left.
And he ends up throwing it for no yardage gained. I don't know about you, but my high school coach, John Ford, if he saw a ball in the air and you got no yards out of it, he would have had a stroke, okay? Because his opinion, that ball shouldn't be in the air unless something good was going to happen. Tuck it away, try and pick up something, or just slide and get down.
Nothing good happened there, that's for sure. Mariota to throw it. Got a man, it's right. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves. but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves them with a more standard 2nd down. Mariota now on 2nd down. And right with it here over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Mariota now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Mariota now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short game. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer. To throw is Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave him some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Play was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Jackson. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They picked up a 1st down and a whole lot more. Forget about just looking for the sticks. They went well beyond the stick.
I know they were talking about guarding the sticks on defense. They didn't guard them very well. They got a big-time completion on a 3rd down. That's almost a backbreaker, isn't it? In overtime, every play's importance is magnified. And that one could turn out to be huge.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.